Hey, Bad Buns! Happy October newsletter. Happy Halloween. Sorry I'm not in costume. First of all, I want to talk a little bit about my social media. Surprise, maybe perhaps not that surprisingly, Twitter has taken a hard turn under new management. So I've been looking to diversify, maybe not completely abandon, but diversify my social media. And I'm looking right now into Tumblr and Mastodon. Um, I like that Tumblr does not seem to have as hostile, or I'm not sure what the right word is, ownership. And it also seems incredibly queer friendly. I liked how fast I was able to find arrow stuff on there, but it seems less good for news. I'm also looking at Mastodon, which at first, to be honest, kind of scared me because I had to pick an instance and I kept finding private instances. I was like, what is this? Like, this is just like a closed off, like, echo chamber. But looking into it more, I realized that it's more akin to like email, where like the instance is more like, do you have like a Gmail account or a Yahoo account, or do you have a privately hosted email account? And then after that, everybody just talks to each other. So, for example, I recently got onto the Tabletop Social Mastodon instance, but I'm still able, when I check like my federated feed, I still see like gather from like all sorts of instances, and I could see people on like their own like private instances. It's and then I found like a queer creator that I liked from Twitter and followed them, and suddenly my feed is looking more queer. So it's the reason that there are all these instances and they're private is because um instead of like a central business like Twitter like managing all the hosting and choosing people to ban, it's lots of individual instances. So that instance that's private is probably owned by a small group that's paying for the server costs and the hosting fees. So they have like both a social and financial reason to curate the people that join, because when you post images and videos onto Mastodon, you're posting it onto your instance's server. So so even though it's private, you're still able to talk to other people and they're still able to talk to you. That's just the deal with it. I'm tempted to make my own instance just so I have more control over like my access and stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. Um, okay, so aside from that, I this month there was Boston Fig Virtual, which was a lot quieter than I had thought it would be. It was a lot of just designers in this space. It was kind of weird that they were very strict about you staying at your booth, even though there's so few people there. I'm thinking maybe next year what I'll do is I'll see if I could share a booth with somebody else, so that way we could take turns manning the booth and go and explore and stuff. We'll see. But yeah, now let's go on to the design stuff. So the only design work I did this month was Novel Passport, which is a bookmark keepsake game that I made for the Bookmark Microgame Jam. So this is a game that's designed to be a bookmark that you draw stamps onto. So every time you read a book, you would like write a stamp onto it, and it has sections for different author demographics, like racialized minority, queer, disabled, indigenous, and the idea is that it will encourage you to read books from a diverse spread of authors. It was originally going to be blank, but after talking to the Break My Game community, I realized that I could use this as an opportunity to get people to read more queer books. So that's that. I'm actually really happy with it, and it's on itch.io for print and play, which I think for a game this small is perfect for it. So that's that. Otherwise, for the most part this month, I've just been working on rule books and boxes so I could order prototypes for PAX Unplugged, which I am very likely to go to. None of my showcases got accepted, but whatever. I'm still gonna go, playtest, and hopefully meet some people, because a lot of you have never met me before. But so like for Unraveled, I made a cool little like evidence box and updated the newspaper rulebook. For Opacity, I also updated the rulebook and box, and it's kind of plain, but it'll make do for now. I've got like 7 extra cards for that game that I need to figure out. I was thinking about maybe making some cards that would get into Parliament under special conditions, like special rule changes for when a group is like way overrepresented or something. But yeah, well, I'll figure it out. I also made, for Conviction, I made a hook box, and the hook box has the rules on it, and I'm really happy with how much I was able to squeeze on it and how I was able to make it look. I made it look like a book, and so, yeah. We'll have to see if it actually looks good when I get it next month, huh? So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this month. I was awfully busy and didn't get a lot of chance to do design work, and um, yeah, I was doing a lot of PTA stuff for my school. So, well, that's it. All right, thanks for joining me. You have a nice Halloween and enjoy November. All right, ciao, goodbye.